Hi, this is Kamera. My first few minutes with God, day number 280, Mark chapter 2. When Jesus returned to Capernaum, word got out. People started pouring in and packing where he would stand just to listen to him. There's this paralyzed man. He and his friends cannot get in to reach Jesus. This paralyzed man wants to be healed. Apparently, his friends wanted it just as bad as he do, and they understood. So what they do, they take this paralyzed man on the top of the roof. Imagine him climbing on top of the roof. Once they get on the roof, they dig a hole in the roof and they lower their paralyzed friend in front of Jesus. Jesus sees their faith, and he tells this man to actually he just tells him that his sins have been forgiven. And you have these religious leaders in there, they're thinking, Jesus committed blasphemy. He is not God to be forgiving people of sins. Well, Jesus, knowing their thoughts, he said, what difference does it make if I say your sins are forgiven or get up and walk, right? So what he does, he says, I am going to prove to you that the Son of Man has the authority to heal on earth, to forgive sins on earth. And so he tells the man to stand up, pick up his mat, and walk. And that's what the guy does. He stands up, picks up his mat, and he walks. Of course, he's excited. Everyone in the building is amazed. They're praising God. Awesome, right? So get this. One day Jesus is walking along the lake shore, and he's talking to people, of course, about the good news, I'm sure. And so he calls out to Levi, whose name is also Matthew. Matthew is a tax collector. He says, I want you to follow me and become one of my disciples. And he does. Later, Levi, he has a dinner party, invites Jesus and his disciples. He also invites other tax collectors. Again, you have the religious leaders who are criticizing Jesus, saying that he's eating with scum. So Jesus says, healthy people do not need a physician. And he says, I have come to those who know they are sinners, not those who think they are righteous. Isn't that something? I love that. That's pretty deep. So fast forward, Jesus' disciples, they are accused or found, people found fault with them for not fasting like John's disciples, like the Pharisees, the Jewish leaders, Jewish teachers. And so Jesus gave an example and basically told them, while I'm here with them, there's no need for them to fast. I'm here with them. But once I leave, then there'll be purpose. There's no purpose. He's with them. His disciples were also accused of disrespecting or breaking the Sabbath. Only thing they were doing was they were picking grain and they were picking off, peeling the head and eating them. So they're basically picking and eating. And they accused the disciples of harvesting. So Jesus basically gave them an example of when David had ate showbread or what have you. And he tells them, he says, the Sabbath was not made it was made to meet the needs of the people, not the people meet the needs of the Sabbath. Jesus says, the Son of Man is Lord even over the Sabbath. So there you have it, guys. That's day number 280, Mark chapter 2. You have a God-filled blessed day.